Hey guys, how are you doing? Happy Wednesday. Apparently it is hump day, and I do believe this is my first live video, I think, of the year. Maybe I did one the other day. Nonetheless, how are you doing today? I wanted to come here on live to talk all about dating, being single. I got some questions on Cura that I'm answering if you're watching this on TikTok. Hey girls and boys, this is TikTok Live. If you're watching this later on, on YouTube. How are you doing? Feel free to subscribe. My name is Coach B. Wiley. I'm a certified professional life coach. I specialize in dating and communicating. The people who hire me are individuals who need dating help, meaning they're sick and tired of dead end dating. They keep hitting a wall when it comes to dating. They don't know the kind of guys to choose. I write books about these things. Hello, my name is Single. How to communicate with your mate, successfully solving single. I am currently working on a breakup book, a book called Mastering the Manipulator, a book about how to publish your own book as a self-published author, and then Hello, my name is Single Part 2. So those books are coming out, I pray, all of them this year. So outside of that, thanks for tuning in. We're going to jump right into the first question. I got my laptop here sitting in front of me. And the first question is, and a lot of these questions that I pull off Cura, some of them are, oh, side note, if you're on here watching this live on TikTok, if you like the content, feel free to heart the content. That's how more people know about me and how I'm exposed to other people outside of yourself. So a lot of these questions on Cura are literally from around the world, and some of them don't make sense. So if I read one that just doesn't make sense to me, I'm going to keep it moving. Outside of that, I'll just answer them as I go. If you have a dating or communicating question, feel free to put that in the comments. If you're watching this later on, feel free to comment and I'll answer your question for the free. All right. Why is my boyfriend so emotional and worried when I ask for my alone time? First of all, in a relationship, whether you're dating and or in a relationship, alone time is very necessary. Some people don't know how to be alone. That is not good. I'm not going to necessarily say that's a red flag. I will say that some people who are not used to being alone, they're used to being surrounded by siblings and or friends and family, whatever that may be. They're not used to being by themselves. And sometimes if they're by themselves, it might freak them out. It might make them think that nobody likes them. It might make them feel like they're isolated. So if you're dating a guy and let's just say before you got with him, you are more so single than not. And so you're used to being by yourself, having your independence, which is great. Even in between relationships and dating, it is good to be by yourself. Taking a pause for the cause is what I've deemed it on here on my channel. So while you're taking your pause for the cause, you're getting to know yourself, you're healing, and releasing anything from those previous dating situations, and you're literally learning how to put one foot in front of the other and move on to the next best thing. If you're dating a dude and he's just like, oh, why you gotta always be by yourself? Why are you by yourself? Why can't I be around you? If he's trying to like cling on to you, that is a red flag. Being clingy is a red flag. However, there's a difference between being clingy and literally wanting to spend time with you. So spending time with the person that you're dating is imperative, because if you're not spending time, then what are you doing? How are you actually building that foundation? How are you getting to know each other? Side note, I was talking online, and I mentioned this in another video because this is bothersome to me. So I was online the other day, and I don't remember what the post was, but it had something to do with when you're dating someone, do you talk to them every day? If it were me and I were dating someone, I would want to talk to them every day. What this other young lady said, she was chiming in because we're just talking in social media. She felt as if when she's dating someone, she doesn't want to talk to him every day because that gives bugaboo. And so I was just like, how is talking to the person that you're dating and trying to get to know, not talking to them every day and or talking to him every day, makes him a bugaboo? How do y'all feel about that? When you're dating someone, do you want to talk to them every day? Yes or no? And if you don't want to talk to the person that you're dating every day, then why not? If you're just joining, I'm talking all about dating and communication, and I'm going over a question right now. It says, why is my boyfriend so emotional and worried when I ask for my alone time? If you're in the comments, I need for you to, number one, let's get some hearts up there. If you don't mind, if you like it, like it. And then outside of that, when you're dating someone, do you prefer to talk to them every day? If so, give me some hearts. If no, let me know too. Because how on God's green do you say you dating someone and you talk to him every other day or every few days? Like, what are you actually getting to know? All right, me and my 3-year relationship, hold up. Me and my 3-year relationship just ended. Oh, I'm sorry. So Zozo, even though it's over with and you will get past this moment, did you talk every day? When you were dating that person, this person in the comment just said they just had to end a 3-year relationship. And the thing is, guys, when you're ending a 3-year relationship, 1 year, 6 months, 3 months, whatever, okay, you talked every day. Of course you did. And you didn't consider that person to be, that person that you were with to be some kind of bugaboo. I'm sure you did not. How do I know that? Because you stayed for 3 years. And guys, if you're in a situation, side note, since you put that you just recently experienced a breakup, side note, look, sometimes we got to take a breakup for what it is. And sometimes it can be literally a lesson and a blessing for what is to come. Sure, you're in the moment. You have to feel what you feel. You have to go through that. You have to deal with it. Ultimately heal from it. Ultimately then give it to the universe and decide that you're beyond it. You're going to get past it. And you're going to literally just take in the lessons that are within it, whether that be using your voice more. Maybe you didn't use your voice in that dating situation and you wish you would have. And you also want to think back on the disagreements you had. You want to think back on why you were drawn and attracted to that person. And you want to think of how you can be better, how you could have communicated better, how you could have shown up better, how you could have been more for yourself. Because a lot of women, when they're dating, they will lose themselves in these dating situations and then find themselves being codependent on the dude that they're dating. Okay, so it says, I took the lessons. I'm not hurting or anything. I am handling it very well. That is good. You're better than a lot of us, because 3 years is a long time to be with someone. Not sure why you broke up. It doesn't matter, but a breakup is a breakup, right? Whether he had to move to a different country or he was cheating, it is what it is. And she said, I did lose myself somewhat or stopping certain interests. But why though? Why, women, do we tend to lose? Not all. A lot of us tend to lose ourselves when we're dating a dude. Why is it that a lot of us will pour all of our energy and our time in these dudes? And it's almost like what do? We orbit around the sun, right? And we're orbiting, he's the sun, and we're orbiting around him. Like, what is that about? We broke up because things were just starting to get unhappy, more burned out, more work. Okay, things ran their course. That's just what it is. It was a very mutual, okay, and good breakup. I wish him the best. You are so mature. You are so mature, because a lot of people who be going through a breakup, they be cussing them out. They be showing up at their house with baseball bats, and they just aren't handling it in a mature way. It says I can pin a comment. I don't even tap a comment to pin. Y'all, I'm so new to this. It's telling me I got a moderator, but who is that? It says tap it. Pin this. I don't know a lot about going live on TikTok. That's why I'm going to come on here in 24. I'm going to come on here more than I did last year, so I can learn more about going live and how to do that. So, all right. So, end all and be all. Why is my boyfriend so emotional and worried about when I ask for a long time? He's probably emotional and worried because he's probably insecure. He's insecure about you being alone because he's going to be like, well, what is she doing? This is me speculating. I'm not a dude. I'm not in a dude's head. However, from the outside looking in, since you are asking me, if I were in that situation and he gets worried and emotional, that's stemming from somewhere. Is it insecurity? Is it his previous girlfriend would always want to be alone? Then he found out she was cheating and seeing some other dude and or dudes. Where is this coming from? If you're in a situation like this where you literally don't know why he doesn't want you to go to the gym, go for a walk your dogs, go for a coffee, go with your girlfriends, literally go walking down the street just to listen to a podcast. If he gets over emotional and worried, then that is a red flag. And all you have to do is not get crazy, but address it. Address, why do you get so emotional when I want to just go have a cup of coffee and go for a hike? Why do you get emotional when I just want to go to the bookstore and read maybe one of my favorite books? Why do you get so worried when sometimes instead of you spending a night, I just want to spend a night and have my own time with myself on Thursday nights and sit with myself? What is that about? That's how you effectively communicate, and that's how you get the answers that you need versus yelling, making accusations, getting on the defense. Because you could say, if you weren't smart, you could say, well, why does it matter? Why can't I be by myself? Why won't you let me be alone? Like, you could deflect, you could lash out, you could get angry, you could get on the defense. But for what? Like, what is that solving? I've noticed lately, a lot of people who are dating each other are literally on the defense with the person. Excuse me. I don't know why. Okay, this is what I'm drinking, guys. It don't have no carbonation. It's just water with lemon. Yet I'm burping. And excuse me, I think it's because I had some dairy, and that has to be what it is. And it just did not do me right. But excuse me because I'm burping. Hopefully you won't hear. Here, let's see. New messages. What do I do? Okay, I got a question. What do I do about the fact that he does not want me to sleep with others if he broke up? Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, let's say you're in a dating situation and y'all done with each other. Y'all was dating each other, but now y'all done with each other. Hey, you can do you, because trust and believe he's going to do him. So he can't control what you're doing or who you're doing it with. What you do about it is you have a conversation with him about it, saying, hey, Mr. Man, we broke up. Now, side note, are you getting jiggy with him too? Now, if you are, then that's a whole different conversation. So if y'all are still hooking up, then he has, I won't say he has the right to tell you not to be with someone else. I'm not saying that. I'm saying he has the right to know. That's my opinion. He has the right to know that if he's getting with you and you're getting with someone else and or considering it, he should know about it. Is that an uncomfortable conversation? Of course it is. But he does have the right. If that's not the case, if you're not getting jiggy with him, and I use certain words because I don't want to come out and say it because YouTube and TikTok will give you the boot. But if you're not getting jiggy with the ex-boyfriend anymore and you wanting to do that with someone else or have, it's not his business. Like, is there any intention? Okay, so you're not. So it's not his business. So he gonna have to move around. And actually, if you're not gonna be together, don't try that friend thing. Now, I don't know if y'all got kids or anything. Let's just say you don't. You're done dating. It was 3 years. It's on mutual terms. We're not going to get jiggy with it. We just going to cut all ties. If we see each other, hey, bye. Outside of that, there's no reason to keep up a bunch of extra communication. All right, Cam Michelle said it's probably the straw too sometimes. Oh, really? You know what? I drink out of straw. I can't drink a drink without drinking out of a straw. I cannot. Even a can, like I'll have like an energy drink or a canned coffee, which I'm working on laying off. I'll have those. I'll stick that straw right on down in there. I can't think of anything other than a bottled water. I can't think of anything I will drink without a straw. I just have to have a straw. I don't know what that is. So I guess you're probably all right. Look, girl, you smart. Okay, she says, I haven't hooked up with him, but he would be too hurt if I was with someone and wouldn't be able to get over it. Well, how would he even know if you were with someone unless you're volunteering that information? Yeah, he wants to be friends. No kids. We're both 22. No. Y'all been together since 19. Hey, I've already made a video on this before. I personally had to learn the hard way about trying to be a friend with someone that I was previously romantically attracted to and or began to have an attraction to. It has literally been the worst case scenario. I do not believe in women and men being friends. I do not believe that you can go from being in a relationship together, then y'all break up, and then all of a sudden y'all just gonna decide to cut everything off and be platonic friends. I do not believe it works. I believe you're skating on thin ice, and I believe you're gonna get yourself in trouble. Not saying with this dude, I'm just saying in general. All right, let me scroll down some more. So he texted me saying I left some things at his house when I told him not to communicate. What should I do about it? Do I tell him to just throw it away? If you don't want it, yes. If you like me, let's just say you're me and you in my brain. If you're like me, because let me tell y'all something. I had a friend and she was with her boyfriend. They ended up having a kid. All right. So but I think before she had the kid, so let's talk about before she had their kid together. They were together for a long time. She would break up with him. His go-to method to get in her house, in her presence, was to say he left something behind so that he could come over and get it. It could literally be a sock that he has no match to, and it has a hole in it. And he would like, I gotta come over there and get that sock. Like, he would insist, and it would be his go-to thing. And they broke up a few times in a decade. That would be his go-to to get in her presence, to try to coerce her to get back with him, to be with him, and to just drop the love all over her so she can get back with him. If you don't want that stuff that you've left over that house, tell him to throw it away, and then tell him to take care, because that's what he needs to do. If you're literally done with this and you want to move on, then you tell him to throw that stuff away, and or you meet in a public place. He'll put it in a box. You'll get the box. Thank you. And you'll go. And you'll go. Because it's a setup. Because you're saying it's mutual. But from what you're telling me in these comments, it don't sound mutual to me. It sounds like he wants to be with you. Oh, yeah. Or just not reply. Like, you could just not reply. But is he going to continue to reach out? Because some guys, specifically if you've been with them for X amount of time, they're going to know your routine. Of course, they know where you live. They probably know your mother can call her up. And they might just show up because they think they have that right. Because it's a fresh breakup and because they've known you for so long. So he could just show up. So not replying, I say reply and just tell him to throw it away. All right. Cam says, how do I get over not knowing if my partner is actually loving me? That was my problem in my last relationship. We broke up because I kept being flip-floppy. Well, you the problem then, sis. Why are you so flip-floppy like a pancake? Like, what is that about, Cam? What are we thinking here, sis? How do you get over not knowing if your partner is actually loving you? Well, would you love someone who is flip-floppy? Think about it. If it was him and it was him flip-flopping, and he knew he was flip-flopping, but he just can't help himself. And he was wondering if you loved him in his flip-floppiness. How would you feel about that? How does that work for you? I don't think he would, but okay, I will. Okay, so all right, you don't think he would, but and the thing is, and he might not pop up or anything, but what I do know is that when it comes to like and or love with these guys, and when some guys will see you as theirs, like their possession, like their property, and if he starts going into that territory, that's when it can get dark. I'm not saying he's there. I'm not saying he's going there. I'm saying have your boundaries, and that'll keep him from being over there. And the flip-flopper, Cammy, girl, I'm going to need you to stop flip-flopping, because I don't know what's happening there. So, all right. So we don't went off to the deep end, which not is the deep end. We didn't get off track with the question. So the question is, the simple answer is, and y'all keep asking me questions in the comments. That's totally fine. The simple answer is, for if a guy gets worried and or emotional about you wanting to have your alone time while you're dating him, then you definitely want to have a conversation as to where these feelings come from, where they stemming from, how do we get down to the root of it, how do we uproot it, and how do we move along? All right, that was the answer to the question. That was 20 minutes. I'm trying to be on here for like 30 minutes, so we got about 10 more minutes here. What is your experience with proactively ending a toxic relationship? It's a lot of that going on. Let me tell y'all something. I'm black, so I'm about to talk black. In the black culture and in the black community, I don't know why we think it is a-okay to accept the lies, the BS, and compromise and bend over backwards and be with dudes who cheat and cheat and cheat. A show that I've been watching a lot of lately is The Cutlers, is Couples Court with the Cutlers. And this gets on my last nerves. When a woman comes in there and she says, I've been with Anthony for 3 years and all he do is lie. That's all he do is lie. I don't call him in. And y'all keep the hearts going. I appreciate that. Let's see if we can get to 500 hearts. The hearts are right there. They're right there. Just keep hitting the hearts. Let's see if we can get to 500. Thank you very much. So I was watching The Cutlers, and on there, the women, they're there to find out if the dude is cheating. However, side note, they done already literally physically seen him in the car with the girl getting busy. They've literally seen the photos and the videos in the phone. The girl done sent her a message on Facebook Live. Like they have everything that they need laid out in front of them. But they want to go to court and get a lie detector test and just find out the truth. So then the truth, they're going through the truth. Like, well, you know, you caught him in the car with the girl. You know, you found the underwear up under the seat. And you know, you saw the text messages. So why don't you just break up with him? And their answer is, because I love him. That literally makes me want to just start fighting. Just start punching the air like I'm training for boxing, like I'm Rocky. It's just like, what is that? And if you're in this situation and if that comes out of your mouth, I want to know, what do you love about someone that's cheating on you, lying to you, staying all night, not answering the phone, leaving you on red, saying I fell asleep, going out with the fella, you don't see him for a week, he pops in, he pops out, he's up, he's down, he's all around, he's inconsistent, you don't know if you with him or if you without him, he doesn't respect you. I don't understand that. Like, what is that to love? What is that to even like? So if you're watching this, and you know a friend, you have a friend or cousin, or if you're that girl, we reached 500. Oh, thank you guys. If you're in that situation, I need to know, what is it about loving someone? How can you love someone that is literally pulling their pants down and letting you kiss their bare butt? What is that about? Why is that attractive? Let me look in the comments. All right. Hold on, because I seen some comments come up. Okay, so back to the breakup. So we're back to the 3-year relationship and the breakup. What you should do about the breakup? Well, you already broke up. You're already broken up. But what you can do, Zoe, is what you can do. Go, everybody has YouTube. Go to the link in my bio on YouTube. I literally have videos. It's called Deal, Heal, Surrender. Look that up. Or breakup, or just type in breakup. Go to my videos. I have over 700 videos on my channel on YouTube. Even on here, look up breakup and or deal, heal, surrender. And that's what you do regarding your breakup. Go and get that free content. Now, if you need more, then you book a session with me. That link is in my bio too. Okay, what's this? How to stay strong. Oh, that no contact girl. That's something, ain't it? All right, Candace, how you stay strong is you keep yourself occupied is what you need to do. I remember one time, for example, this was years ago. I was so stuck on, this was 2017. I had 2 back-to-back dudes that took me down through there. And in 2017, that was the last guy that took me down through there when it came to dating. And guess what? My book came out that following year. Ain't that something? All right. So in that year, 2 guys back to back dogged me out, right? So after that, you have to go, well, they ghosted me. So, but I still could have called them, because a lot of people do that. A lot of women do that. We could be ghosted. We could be left for dead on the side of the road. We're going to somehow revive ourselves, get back up, and then call him and or send him a long text message. So when you're in a situation when you got to do something, you got to do right by yourself. When you're going no contact, you get rid of the text thread. You quit following him on all social media. This goes for everybody that's dealing with this. This is what you do in no contact. The last time I had to go no contact with someone, and it was tough, because I had known this person for more than a decade, almost 20 years. And what I did is I quit talking to them. I literally blocked their number. However, on my phone, I have an Android. On my phone, I can block anybody. However, I can go back and see if they've called me and or texted me. So I could do that. So I completely blocked them, deleted the text thread. I'm not really into unfollowing and unfriending on social media. I kind of let the dude do that, because I don't know. That's a me thing. I'm not telling you. I wouldn't advise you to do that. Specifically, if you're emotionally charged, don't do that. I've done the unfollowing before. I have done that. I did that to the 2017 guy. I did unfriend him and unfollow him on everything. I didn't block him, though. Till this day, he still, even though he ghosted the F out of me and dogged me out, he still will pop into my stories and go into my DMs to just have random banter about nothing. But for you got to get them out of your system. Unfriend, delete the thread, unfollow, Unsubscribe to anything social media. Don't talk about him. Don't bring him up. Delete his name from your vocabulary. Tell your friends and family members, we're done talking about Anthony. We'll use Anthony as the name. Anthony is no more. It's over. I have to get over this. I'm going no contact. And it doesn't even matter why you're going. Oh, I know it's, well, Candace, look. Don't use the word hard. It's a challenge. A challenge that you're up for. What's hard? Let me tell you what's hard, Candace. What's hard is talking, entertaining, and engaging with a dude that you're not benefiting from. Dating, being with, laying up with a dude that the situation, him, who he is, and his character, and all of what comes with him, is not serving you. That's hard. That's like hard as a rock. But it's challenging, like you on Double Dare, to get past his, what you call it, obstacle course, so that you can get to where you're supposed to be. Yeah, Candace, it's challenging. It's challenging. So I don't like that word hard, because a lot of women, when we say the word hard, it's almost like we don't think we can do it. And if we continue to tell ourselves something is hard, we probably won't do it. So you go on that no contact. You quit talking to him. And Candace, I can guarantee you, and the rest of you ladies that are watching this, that are going no contact with a dude, there's probably a dude right now that I'm no contact with right now that's going to watch this video. I know he watching because YouTube tells me he watches. But it is what it is. It's all good. And sometimes you can't block him from everything. But the things that you can, do that. Outside of that, ignore. That's part of no contact. Ignore. And so it was another thing that I was going to say. What was it when it came to now Candace and the rest of the ladies watching this, think of some things that are related to self that you've been putting off, that you know you've been wanting to do. Your gut has been telling you to do it. The universe has been telling you to do it, yet you've been putting it off because you've been pouring that energy. You're welcome. Thank you so much for watching. Because you've been pouring that energy into this dude and boggling your brain. One thing you're not going to do, I quit doing a long time ago, is boggling my brain over BS dudes. Don't boggle your brain. If you feel like your brain is in a twisted twirl like a freaking Twizzler, that's your red flag, and that's your sign that you shouldn't even be entertaining this kind of nonsense with this kind of dude that would have your brain so twisted up that it just don't even make sense. Should I remove him from my location services through Snapchat? Hell, yeah. I didn't mean to cuss. I try not to cuss on here, but yeah, that was a real response. Yes, you're broken up. Let me tell you something. This is together. This is the part. You over here, he over there. He don't need to know what's going on over here with you, and you don't need to know what's going on over here with him. It's done. It's done. Unless you want to get back with him. Now, if you're not being honest with him, me, and yourself, then try to work it out. But you told me it was mutual. So why do you need to have an ex-boyfriend knowing about your location on Snapchat? Like, make it make sense. Unless you're trying to make him jealous by making him think you're out somewhere with some dude. Like, I don't understand what would be the reason for that. Let me know. All right, it says, what is your experience with proactively ending a toxic relationship? Like I said, you want to delete the text thread, delete his phone number, block him, don't follow him on any social media, disengage, don't respond, literally whatever it takes. The last person that I went no contact with, they contacted me for 6 months after. They literally came on my lives talking to me. I ignored. They kept texting my phone. I never responded for 6 months. After that 6 month, he finally, I think he blocked me. He finally blocked me because we were still friends on Facebook because I didn't want to unfriend him on there. I didn't have any, that's why I say, you know who you are and you know what you can handle. Me personally, I didn't see him romantically. So me being his friend on social media, it didn't do nothing for me. I didn't care either way. But I let him block me so he could feel like he was doing something because he was a macho man that liked to beat his chest. And then when he met me, he couldn't beat his chest with me. He knew that I was going to call him for what he is, and because I saw him for who he was. And he had never met a woman like that. And I would challenge him, and he was not used to that. And when he saw that I didn't see him in that light romantically, even though previously I had before, he couldn't receive that because he had never heard no. That's not my problem. That's a you problem. And so things went no contact, and they're going to be no contact. So if you're going to do no contact, keep them where they're at and cut it all the way off. All right. So I think it's been 30 minutes, but let's just do one more. Thank you for, guys, we got over 500 and we got 516 hearts. If you're still here, keep tapping those hearts. Let's see if we can get to 700. I'm going to do one more question. Let me see. Okay, this is a good one because I get a lot of the same question. Keep hitting those hearts. We're going to see if we can get to 700 likes. All right, I got the last one. I feel like this is where you long distance lovers. I feel like my long distance girlfriend has lost feelings for me, but I'm not too sure. We're on a break right now. Should I text her? All right, first of all, let's break this down. If you're in a long distance relationship or you're dating someone long distance and you feel like they lost feelings for you, ask them, how do you feel about me? And get an answer. What is that? There's a kitten back there. Let's see if y'all can see. You see that cat back there? Cat in the hat. She ain't supposed to be back there. But let me do my thing. Let me finish this question and then I'll deal with that. But anyway, it says, all right, so if you're in a dating situation and you're not feeling like that person is feeling you anymore, you don't feel like they like you anymore, have feelings for you anymore, ask them. What is wrong with asking direct, clear questions? You want to answer, don't you? So don't ask strangers. Go to your person first. And then if you don't get a clear answer, keep asking until you get down to the nitty gritty. Don't let somebody give you no basic, no broad answer, and you still got the question mark swirling out of your heads. That's a lot of communication crap these days. Is someone will ask a direct question and that person will deflect, get on the defense, then turn the question around on the person. Meanwhile, you still don't have an answer. So you're dumbfounded. Learn not to leave out any more dating dilemmas or create any dating distance by asking questions and literally not getting direct answers. So if you're in that, you want the direct answer. They're on a break. I already told y'all, if you break, stay broke up. If not, get down to the nitty gritty of what's going on. Come up with a solution if you can. If you cannot, both compromise and or come up with a solution as to why you're having this issue, then break up. Literally break up. Be done. It's not the end of the world. Be done. Because the longer you stay with this person, you're actually breaking yourself because you're blocking the best person to get from you. Because they're over there, but you're over here in this break. And you can't see because you're focused on this broken crap over here to where you can't even see what's ahead of you, which is best for you, in my opinion. What's this? Invite divinely inspired. Sometimes they tell me to invite people on here. I've always thought that was interesting. All right. And then the last part of this question. I feel like my long distance girlfriend has lost feelings for me, but I'm not too sure. I gotta sneeze. We're on a break right now. Should I text her? No. No, you shouldn't text her. Because if you're on a break, what are you texting her to say? I don't know what you could be texting her to say. If you're on a break, then just stay broke. And don't get back together unless you fix what was broken. And then both parties can come together to work together to get the pieces back together for them to stay together. There is nothing wrong with breaking up, guys, and ending a dating situationship. I'm telling y'all, if it's not working, y'all got to let that ish go. Okay? I think that's it for today. I was on here for about 30 minutes. Thank you, guys. I got 559 likes. I don't even know what that means. I just be seeing other people who be like, can we get this up to 100,000? And I'm like, girl, 100,000. I think the most likes I got was like 1,000. But thank you guys for watching. I'm Coach B. Wiley. If you're just tuning in, I am Coach B. Wiley. I'm a certified professional life coach. I specialize in dating and communicating. I've been doing this professionally since 2020. I have been doing this literally since January of 2014. This is my 10th year. I made my first video on Facebook in January of 2014. I started my YouTube in 2015. I started my Instagram in 2016. I started my TikTok in 2020. Threads in 2023. What's next for me? I don't know, but we'll see. You're going to see me somewhere this year, and you're going to be like, that's B. Wiley from TikTok. And you're going to remember this conversation we having. And you're going to remember them slides you done seen. I'm not going to tell you when you're going to see me, but you're going to see me. So remember this face. I won't have the hat on. I have my hair out. But you're going to remember the makeup and the red lip. So remember you heard it here first. I got some great things in store for you. Now she going to mess up the tripod. So anyway, guys, thank you again. Thank you again for watching, subscribing, following, liking. Feel free to shoot me a DM. Drop me a comment with your question. Feel free to book me at mymentor.life. Coach B. Wiley. That link and all my links are in my bio. Outside of that, I'll talk to you later.